All right, number 12, we want to write the equation that's perpendicular. So we need to find the slope and do opposite reciprocal. And then has the same y-intercept as this other equation. So we have to change both of these to slope-intercept form in order to identify the slope and the y-intercept, and then we can solve. Okay, so starting out with the first equation to find the slope, 9x minus 7y equals negative 7. Okay, so I'm going to try to shorthand. I'm going to remove the 9x to the other side. When you do that, you change the sign. So a little shorthand work, negative, I'm bringing down the negative 7y equals, the 9x is going to become negative. So I'm basically taking this and moving it over here. And when you do that, it changes signs. And then minus 7, and then divide everything by negative 7. And we get y equals, and then I'm looking for the slope. So negative over negative becomes a positive. So positive 9 over 7x. This is all I'm concerned with about this equation. It's a slope. And then perpendicular means change the sign, so it'll be negative, flip the slope, 7 over 9. So here's my new slope, negative 7 over 9. And then the other equation, we're going to solve it for y. Same thing, I'm going to take this 7x, move it to the other side. It's going to become negative. So I have 6y equals negative 7x minus 2. And then divide by 6. And we get y equals, and the only thing we're concerned with here is the intercept. So this will be a negative 1 over 3 once you reduce. Divide both by 2. So your intercept is negative 1 over 3. And since we have the intercept and the slope, we can write this equation very easily in slope-intercept form. Y equals negative 7 over 9x minus a third. Okay, because we have slope and y-intercept. So if you notice you have slope and y-intercept, just plug it into slope and intercept form. All right, number 13 says we have a table, a list of number of members of a local gym. Selected years, year 1 represents 2002, year 3 represents 2004, and so on. Use the order pair 573 and 780 to find the equation of a line and approximate the data. So we're going to use 573 and 780 and write the equation. So we have 2 points. We're going to write the equation of a line. Five 73 and 780. So we're going to find expressed in slope-intercept form. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. Round slope to the nearest hundredth, so 2 decimal places. Y-intercept to the nearest whole number. Okay, so a lot of information there that we got to be careful to do all of that. Okay, so first find the slope. Y2 minus Y1. So 80 minus 73. X2 minus X1. So 7 minus 5. This gives us 7 over 2, which is about 3.5. The nearest whole number, just to round up, so we'll say our slope is approximately 4. I want us to round our slope up. Using this slope, we're going to plug in, I guess I should wait to the end to round. So I'm going to use 3.5 for now, or 7 over 2. And plug this into point slope form. Y minus, I use a 7 and 80. The Y value of 80 equals 7 over 2 times X minus 7. So first I'm going to do it like this, and then I'll round at the end. I'm doing this because each time if you round, it's going to throw your answer off a little bit more, and I don't want to round until we get to the end to make sure we don't make any mistakes. So distribute the 7 over 2, Y minus 80 equals 7 over 2X minus, this will be 49 over 2, and then add 80. Alright, so when we add 80, and now at this point I can round this because I won't have to use this anymore, so we'll say about 4x. Make this a common denominator, so this will be 80 over 1, multiplied by 2. This will be 160 over 2, and then subtract 49. So 49 from 160 gives us a positive 111 over 2. 2 goes in there 55 times and a half, 55.5. So they wanted us to round the slope to the nearest 100. Okay, so not the whole number, nearest 100. So actually we can leave that y equals 3.5 and round this y-intercept to the nearest whole number. So this is about 56. So this is what we're going to use as our equation. Nearest 100, so that's the 10th place. We don't have another place value.